Good evening, everybody, and welcome to ECAC SSBU. I know that is a whole lot of letters, but we are going to have even more fun. I am Septilins, joined by the wonderful Miles, and we are going to be bringing you some action-packed Super Smash Bros. Ultimate here tonight. But before we talk about all of that, I do want to apologize and say thank you, everybody, so much for the wait. We had some technical difficulties in the background. Hopefully, we've got them all figured out. We are ready to be rocking and rolling. Miles, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. Like we said, we're trying to get things underway as fast as possible. We got Adelphi versus Catholic University going on, a New York school, and I gotta tell you, I'm always scared when I see a New York school. New York, very powerful region, but they're gonna against the capital themselves, a Washington, D.C. school in the form of Catholic University, and well, they have some nice stuff. I mean, I looked at their clip channel, like they have a Twitch channel. I saw some of their clips. They got some nice Falcon combos. So, hey, we'll see.
Yeah, we will see indeed. This is going to be two teams that I, full disclosure, know absolutely nothing about. So I'm going to be learning with the people here at home what these players are bringing to the table. And we're going to be jumping in just a minute. We don't even know who is playing yet. I think the only thing we do know is that Final Destination is going to be the starter stage.
Yeah, and Final Destination, that's a brutal one to start out with, because everyone's like, fuck's only Final Destination. That's all people think about Smash. But the thing about Final Destination is it exaggerates all of your character's weakness and strengths. So if your character is an amazing combo game, you're going to get 80% strings because there's no defensive options. You can't tech on a platform. But if you have trouble landing, like say you're a fast faller or something like that, oh man, you are going to eat 80% or just die. You could just die too.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of ways to fall apart there with the strings and with the combos. And Final Destination in particular is a stage that can be very good for combo-based characters, but very bad as well. We see a lot of characters that utilize platforms to carry their combos either up or out. Final Destination, notorious for its linear existence. There's only one place to play, one place to be, and there's a lot of characters that are going to make that a little bit more difficult. But wow, what a fascinating matchup here, Miles.
Yeah, this is, well, people are getting very familiar with the Steve matchup. I feel like Brian, this is Brian, is going to be fine. And Chrome, actually on the PT, I've previously seen Chrome on the Captain Falcon, so this is surprising, but two heavily combo-based characters? Well, maybe not as surprising as I'd think.
Yeah, combo is definitely going to be the name of the game here, both with Minecraft Steve and with that Pokemon trainer. There's our characters that are based entirely off of combos. That Squirtle in particular, he weighs about as much as a paperclip, but I mean, once you get hit, it turns into 40, 50% and onward. The Ivysaur will then go for some ability at down air, an up air, or a forward air to really get you out of dodge. But Brian, desperate to find an opening here.
Brian's up there skybasing.
Yeah.
Brian doesn't really need the opening. They're fishing for the kill confirm. Unfortunately, now that Chrome's got their tiny little opening, got their chip damage, they're ready to go in and brawl. And Brian is having a hard trouble walking about. Skybasing once again, they're going up there.
Yeah, and Brian using a lot of iron here. We're seeing minecarts, we're seeing anvils, we're seeing everything that iron can use and more. We can see they're already getting a little bit low there with that meter at the bottom. You're going to have to back that up a bit. TNT getting ready to go off. Will Chrome? Oh, okay. Chrome will be smart enough to make sure they don't walk right into that TNT. Another minecart comes out, and that is official. Brian is out of iron for the time being. They're going to have to get some mining, but they'll get recharged just a bit as that first stock is taken.
Beautiful up smash right there. One of the best in the game. I think maybe even the fastest.
I believe so.
As now Chrome has a slight lead. They're able to avoid the jab pressure too. You've got Steve off stage trying to edge guard with the fair, but I love these drift backs right now on Chrome's momentum. They're avoiding any sort of follow-up. Steve's disjoints are good, but the air mobility is terrible.
Yeah, air mobility is certainly terrible, and Charizard can absolutely kind of win that engagement. But speaking of Charizard's winning engagements, it looks like we're not going to see that happening right here. Chrome going to be losing that first stock, and this is a traditional crew battle, so every single stock is so unbelievably important for these players to succeed moving forward.
Yeah, now Chrome coming out here on the Squirtle once again. Go after the Squirtle, can't quite find it. Uppy out of shield though, gets the initial opener. Feels like Chrome is starting to get momentum after being shut out in the early game.
Being shut out in the early game can be a real difficulty for a lot of players to break through, but like you said, Chrome finally remembering how to play the game just a little bit more, getting in, racking up some aggressive damage here against Brian. But still, it's 2 stocks to 2 stocks with a combo-heavy character like Steve. You only need one opening here to tie up the game.
But the thing that Pokemon Trainer has that Steve, does have, but it's a very hard, is kill confirmed. PT will kill you off of a grab, off of a stray aerial, off of almost anything. They'll edge guard you too. But if you're not able to get that one big hit to get them off stage at the very least, then you have some trouble.
Yeah,
as the block actually saves them there.
Yeah, I was going to say the block really coming in clutch. Miles, I would love to see a little bit more aggression from Brian here. I would love to see just up tilt, up tilt, up tilt, up tilt as every Steve's favorite combo. And it really racks up a lot of damage. I would love to see that coming out from Brian, but it seems like these openings just cannot make an appearance yet. The up right back into the center stage is going to take that second stock off of Brian, changing to the diamond now, 0%, trying to find Chrome's second stock.
Yeah, now you don't want to lose this if you can. Using the Flame Breath to poke at the blocks, that's intelligent, but the Diamond F Smash goes the wrong direction. Now you get a tiny bit of an opening, but even on Charizard, this Steve is terrifying. Gonna get them off stage. This is a great place to start. Jump gone, minecart gone. How are you gonna get back? It's stalling out there. You just slap him right off that block. You don't respect it at all.
No, absolutely no respect in sight there. That is just going to be a huge opening. Let's see, can Brian make the magic happen once again? Trying to find that second stock off of Chrome. 101 to 83, misses the Flint and Steel. It's a block down to create some space to farm some materials. You've got to watch out for that up smash. It is very clearly Chrome's favorite kill confirm.
Oh, now the crafting table out of the picture, and so is that block, Chrome. The aggression is coming on now. Up smash out of shield. Can you finish them off, Chrome? Got some at ledge. Where can you go from here? But that's a surprise down smash so fast.
Yeah, incredibly fast, that down smash, like you mentioned. And this is, the best case scenario for Brian right there would have been to find that second stock, bump that Charizard all the way down to the third and final. But instead, it is a 2-stock victory there. A great opening for Catholic U at the beginning of this matchup.
Yeah, great indeed. As now you've got a very nice start. You've got those 2 stocks, and you can see Chrome is Chrome is the captain, to the best of my knowledge. And they've, in general, put on some very good performances from what I saw of Catholic U's YouTube channel. Like I said, they used to run the Falcon a lot, but that was 5 months ago, and I gotta tell you, a lot changed since 5 months. 5 months ago, I was a Jigglypuff main. Can you believe that? Like, that was... Now I'm abusing that top tier privilege on Lucina, and that's exactly what it seems Chrome has done. Falcon, not a terrible character, but a lot of exploitable matchups. And
yeah, definitely.
If the best Falcon in the world says that, it's got to be true.
Yeah, we've got to talk about it as well. I mean, Falcon, one of the oldest characters in Super Smash history, so he really has not changed as the games and as the existence of this series has gone on. He gets a little bit more predictable. He gets harder and harder to play as there's so much you can do with a character that's been around almost as long as I've been alive, honestly. He has been around for quite a while.
Oh, yeah, they have. Well, even without the Falcon, the PT, I do have to commend them for how they were able to use PT's unique attributes off stage.
Yes.
Like, initially in the poke phase, they were getting boxed out as Squirtle. And Squirtle, even though they're very fast on the ground, they don't have the disjoints or really... They have the speed, but they just don't have the tools to get in on Steve. So they went over to the Ivysaur, able to use that Razor Leaf to go right through the blocks. And then the double jumps of Charizard to catch out the blocks, too. Beautiful.
Beautiful indeed. That Pokemon Trainer was a little bit rough at the beginning. We saw that first stock lost to a bit of a whiffed recovery, but really after that, the game was just stepped up time and time again, moment after moment. I think we're waiting to see who the next player from the side of not Catholic U. Why am I blanking on the name? I literally had it written down a second ago. From the side of Adelphi, that's what it is. So I think we're waiting to find out who the second player from the side of Adelphi is going to be. They're banning maps as well, so we'll be jumping into our second game in just a bit. What I can talk about right now, though, is, of course, how this is going to be that traditional crew battle, a first to 2 or best of 3 series. So it's going to be 3 matchups, 6 players, 3 from each side. And we're going to see whoever wins that will have to win 1 more to take it home. So it's going to be 3 best of 3s. Technically, if you win, you take that many stocks into the next series as well and try to make as much waves as you can. That's not really a sentence, but we're going to be seeing this Charizard coming through in once a moment just again. And I'm going to choose to kind of call it that Charizard because it is going to be kind of the mainstay on the side of Chrome. We saw a bit of Squirtle, a bit of Ivysaur, but Charizard was just there all day long.
Yeah, and they had a couple confirms on the Ivysaur. I saw the down throw up there, but they wasn't really at a % at which you would kill. Now, though, this is where we could see the Ivysaur come into play. Ivysaur, one of the best disjointed down airs in the entire game, and... okay. We might just be resetting here. Yeah, this is not the right stage. Okay, we're going to be resetting as fast as possible, everybody. But, okay, so the thing about this matchup, Dark Pit, okay, I'm going to go out and say it might have one of the worst recoveries in the entire game.
I don't disagree.
Like, the thing about it, it is a very slow linear line with startup. And you know when they're going to connect. Even with Wi-Fi delay, it's only a couple frames. You're still able to time it. And Ivysaur's down air, you don't even have to go off stage to spike that. All you need to do is wait, buffer down, but you just hold down, press short hop aerial, and you just... Well, most people are able to catch them for free. You're going to have to get creative with the angles, using your double jumps. You've got to use all of your resources off stage if you ever hope to get back against Chrome's Ivysaur.
Absolutely, and I think you're right, Miles. I'm really going to agree with you on that. It is one of the most predictable recoveries in the game, and that makes it incredibly difficult to utilize well. It is incredibly spikeable, it is predictable, and it is something elseable. We're jumping now into FD for the second time this evening. We've got a one-stock advantage for the side of Chet, as Chrome is returning for the second game in a row. So it's going to be Chrome with 2 stocks, but we've got to remember that Catholic U, they're technically a full player in the lead.
Yeah, but with this immediate Squirtle opening, using this Nair to shield, that Nair from Squirtle, it's combo starter, it's a poke tool, out of shield option, it's everything you could dream of and more.
Yeah, and it looks like they're really going to try to be utilizing it a lot, that short hop forward. They're trying to rack up some extra damage onto Chet. And I shouldn't even say trying, succeeding. Chet already up to 86% and counting. Chrome barely at that 40% marker. I love the use of the down special here from Chet, trying to block out as much damage as possible, just trying to make some space.
Yeah, a lot of Ivysaur's combos aren't quite true, so they're able to go for it, but that was a nice delay right there. Seeing that Chrome couldn't quite get there and the up smash of shield falling out of it, now you've got your own chance to kill confirm. Where can you get this? Up B not going to connect, can't find the up air? Okay.
Yeah, I kind of figured the predictable move there after the down throw was going to be that up B like you mentioned, and it looks like we saw Chrome go for it, wasn't quite able to land it, but now we are back to what every Ivysaur player looks like. It's just nair, nair, nair all day long, looking to find some great value with that spin, grab into down throw, into most likely up special if they can find the ability, but gonna go for that Razor Leaf instead.
I mean, right now you're playing your lead. You're playing your lead as best you can.
Definitely.
It's Chrome. Ooh. Like they are down at stock, but they're still the first player for Catholic U. So if they're able to get this done, this could be huge for them. Getting the ledge trapping online, and this up throw, that's gonna be a kill. It's even stock set.
Yeah, that is incredible. It's even stocks, and we've got to remember that Chrome, hypothetically, isn't even supposed to be here, right? In that first game, you're supposed to be taken out as quickly as possible, so every stock Chrome finds right now is incredible, but what a great lead there from Chet to fly into that forward air offstage, into a down air, and take advantage of that huge hitbox that Charizard has.
Yeah, now playing around that Squirtle once again. We saw that work wonders against Dark Pit in the early stages, trying to poke with that forward tilt a lot of aerials out of shield, and Dark Pit really doesn't have the frame data to deal with that most often. But just snipes him out right away, able to get the intelligent Charizard switch to get back there. They're just out of dodge. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, we saw the Dark Pit there go for a bit of an air dodge. I thought they were going to fall into the blast zone. They just barely make it back, and a great utilization there. The down special coming out into the up smash, a classic Charizard combo. Chrome picking up a lot of damage, and 104 off the top blast zone on FD. Miles, that is not something I expected to see.
Not at all, but hey, Charizard, well, saying this as someone who has like 6 PTs on their entire Smash team, everyone says Charizard sometimes just cheats away stocks. And that's not to say you're not earning them, but you can be obliterated in a moment's notice if you don't keep your eyes wide open.
Yeah, 100%. And no, the down special should... Wow, I did not expect a trade like that. Goes for the Flare Blitz. Talk about a hyper-aggressive attempt there. Chrome trying to take charge once again. 168 and counting a full rage Charizard going for the down air. Not going to be able to land it. And Chet, large and in charge, going for the strike off stage. The Flare Blitz in once again. Gets through, and Chet just not going to let you buy for free.
Oh, and now you just went off stage. That could be very aggressive. You've got to get around a full rage Charizard, but finally dash check will cleave through them. Chrome is finally eliminated. Chet gets the first player off of Catholic University.
The first player down, Miles, and that is not something you want to see happen so one-sidedly. We see Chet down only to a single stock, so in their time with us in Game 1 here, Chrome found 5 stocks across the board, and that's going to be a really tough hole for the side of Adelphi to dig themselves out of.
Yeah, it certainly will be. As now, okay. Who are you sending in next, Catholic? Because, well, Chrome was the only player I could really find any data on, which might be because they're the only person who goes back and clips their combos. Sometimes you got that one player on your team who's like, yo, check this out, check it. Hold up their phone in the middle of math class, they're like, I hit this sick knee the other day. But, I mean, genuinely, I'm very curious, because if Chrome is just one of the members of Catholic University, and they've got a bunch of other star talent, that is going to be good.
Yeah.
Okay, we already got the bands underway. They do not want to go to any triplats, which, I mean, that's fair. I love triplats, though.
I love them, too. As an Olimar player, I've got to like them. You know what I mean? Like, it's triplats or die for me.
I am of the mentality that... okay, I don't counterpick stages based on my character or anything. I counterpick stages based on just straight up... I really like a small stage where I can hold my opponent close to me, choke them out, make them make bad decisions, and capitalize off of them. However, it appears that the FD pick is kind of the same thing. Even though it's a bigger stage, it still feels so claustrophobic, considering, well, I mean, there's nowhere to go, there's nowhere to hide, everywhere is the battlefield.
Yeah. Absolutely, and I've gotten confirmation on who the next player is going to be. However, we don't know what they are going to be playing. So it's going to be Habibi from the side of Catholic U going up against Chet's Dark Pit one more time. Chet only a single stock moving into this, so this could be very quick. Chet could lose that stock super early, or Chet could just go on an absolute rampage and go for as much damage as possible here.
And the one thing I got to applaud Chet on is the accuracy of their down airs.
Yes.
It's down air. It's disjointed, but the hitbox is out, like, barely at all. And a lot of people, like, joke. You'll see a lot of Twitter clips where Pit will get, like, 4 spikes in a single edge guard and still won't kill. That was not the case. They only used the down air where it was almost guaranteed to kill, and even when it wasn't, they were there with another one. They have, like, a 70% accuracy rating on that down air alone.
Yeah, and it's incredible because they also only used those down airs when they knew they were going to hit. We often only saw them on the Charizard. We saw a couple on the Ivysaur. I don't think we even saw an attempt on the Squirtle because they knew, just statistically speaking, that is a hard shot to land. Oh boy, Miles, that is a Min making an appearance here.
Oh boy. This is going to be rough.
Nothing better to be said.
Now, in Min's announcement trailer, they're like, oh, Min struggles against characters who approach from the air, like characters with multiple jumps, like Pit, for example. However, that hasn't proven to be true.
Not
the
at
use
all.
of Ram stuffing people out, which is that little discus you can see they already have there, it's been very tough to get in against Min. However, using the early percents to your advantage, just crouch gets just going straight through that, and then interrupt the tether. That has been the trademark of Chet's playstyle. They've interrupted 2 tethers.
Yeah, it seems to be like Chet has definitely practiced that. We see a little bit of value coming out now early. Habibi looking for a lot of great damage, up to 65% and counting off the side of the stage. Dragon's Breath not going to be able to land quite yet. It is just Adelphi's Chet really trying to turn things around as quickly as possible. Even finding one stock here could go miles here.
Yeah, as now, take a look at this. They just go straight through the fire arrow, the dark arrow with the dragon. Now you get the back throw to set up an edge guard situation. They read the high recovery, but they're there with the shields to save them there. Going and the edge grab, can't quite get it.
Habibi playing Min just like Min players are expected. My goodness, able to find that first stock and that last stock off of Chet, tying up the series once again.
Yeah, beautiful stuff right there from Habibi, playing that exactly as you should. Now, yeah, I honestly have no feedback for them. They played the game that they needed to. They controlled the ground game, forced them into the air, and then they used that grounded uppy for a massive burst in momentum straight up where they're still actionable. You saw that. They were able to use the uppy, and they forced the shields out early. Then you didn't have a landing tool, because once you use the shields, it's hard to get them out again before you land.
Yeah, 100%. It is difficult to get those shields out before you land, like you said, and it's fascinating. That's the first time I've seen Min actually in quite a while, so it was nice to see that she has not changed at all. You just stand center stage and spam those silly little hands until your opponent dies, and it seems to work nearly every single time.
The one thing about Min though, that they have changed is they severely nerfed A, the shield stun of all of her attacks, and B, the Nair specifically. The Nair used to make Min a brawler. If you got in, pretty much, Min amazing up smash, one of the fastest up smashes in the game. It's not the fastest, but it's also big and weirdly disjointed, and also has a reflector on it? I don't know about that. No, that's the up tilt. But either way, she used to have up smash or nair. But now nair it's not safe on shield, you can't really space it correctly. So up smash is your only option. Since you know that, you can avoid that up smash, and you know they're not going to jump up with the nair because it's not really safe anymore. The nair becomes a mix-up.
Yeah, and mix-ups are what this game is all about, right? You cannot become predictable, you cannot tell a story that has been told over and over again, and it becomes very difficult for a team to succeed afterward. I believe we're waiting now to see who the next player from the side of Adelphi will be, and as I say that, actually, our producer goes ahead and types it in chat for us. Davion from the side of Adelphi will be the third and final player they are bringing to the table here in Series 1.
Yeah, now, I had high hopes for Adelphi, a New York University, like I said, going up against Catholic University. New York, a lot of very good talent up there, and I've seen these players do well in some of the locals that I saw when I was looking them up on Smash Data and stuff, but they're not like really winning outright most of the time from what I was reading. And I mean, that isn't really that telling. I mean, New York is a strong region, but hey, maybe the local just doesn't have the biggest prize pot. It's going to be tough, though. At the very least, we know these players have the tournament experience we're looking for in players, and the Inkling is going to be the final pick.
Inkling is going to be a fascinating pick here. I think if any character can really get up close and personal with Min Min, Inkling's got a great opportunity to do so. They've got the grenades, they've got the roller, they've got the neutral B, the neutral special, and any of that adds paint to Min Min, which then racks up that damage.
Yeah, they recently buffed, or not recently anymore, but they buffed the splatter gun that neutral B called out. It's a great poking tool that even outrages the legendary arms.
An incredible thing to hear somebody say out loud, but Miles, you are incredibly right. It is just going to find it. And there's that entry that I was talking about. That roller is going to be a great opportunity to get in and pass, possibly even just through those arms. Goes for the down throw into forward air, excuse me. A great combo. Could have found some great damage offside, and as that paint just racks up onto this Min-Min, that is more and more damage basically for free. Davion looking for a bottom stage. My goodness, what a stall!
Beautiful edge guard. And Inkling with trouble killing, that's exactly what you need to do.
Yep.
You got to use your long-lasting forward air to get out there and stuff out any approaches. Now you've got the stock up, 2 up tilts. Ooh, they're looking to get this combo game started. And the up tilt, another buff move. Used to not hit grounded opponents. Now it's an amazing poke tool.
Got not a lot going on quite yet here for the second stock. As I say it, they're able to rack up about 30% in a single combo. Both of those moves going to miss. A lot of free damage for Habibi. Just kind of goes down and out. A great catch, though, with that forward air. Is going to be able to find 114% onto Davion. Not full rage quite yet, but we are on our way there. However, Habibi getting ready to lose that second stock. This Inkling looking to tie things up all over again.
Ooh, now, you get the roller to go in, open them up. Davion looking to come in here and save their team. Habibi with a nice down smash right there, covering both options.
Yeah, both entries there were immediately removed. And speaking of removed, there goes Habibi. It's going to be an up special there out of the roller to take that second stock. It's now a full stock lead for Davion right now.
Yeah, runs in to try and get a dash grab, but you know they're not going to let you get away with that. And this poke tool, like I talked about, covering you in ink, that's 1.5 damage on you. And you're not even able to get it onto stage. Forced into an air dodge right there. Davion maintains 2 stocks as they go into the final battle right here against Catholic University.
I mean, we are running it all the way down. It is going to be Davion with an incredible Inkling performance. So Inkling, a character that is notorious for their ability to rack up damage and get a lot of early abilities out, but like you mentioned, the kill confirms are usually the problem. However, Davion has cracked that puzzle wide open. I mean, it is clear that they have found their opportunities to strike, their opportunities to kill in ways that I feel a lot of other Inklings would struggle to do.
Yeah, and I'm not going to credit it all to those buffs because did you see those edge guards? Those edge guards are the real killer. I mean, everyone was always talking about in the early stages of Ultimate, and this gets talked about anytime like Inklings on screen, up throw, up air, a true kill confirm on every character in the game. Asterisk. Because when you put that asterisk on there, you're like, wait a minute, it only works for like 2%. Not accounting rage, blah, 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 blah. So Inkling started to fall off. But then people realized, hey, Inkling has one of the best recoveries in the game, can literally recover from anywhere without a jump. Why don't we just edge guard with this long-lasting forward air, incredibly disjointed back air, and that's exactly what we've been seeing.
Yeah, that is 100% what we've been seeing, a huge change in play style. And I think you're totally right. From what we saw, it was a lot of Inkling. People had a mindset. They're like, oh, this is how Inkling should be played. That didn't work out. Inkling was thrown into the garbage. But then it was those people that were like, hold on, wait a minute. Let's reanalyze our playstyle here. Let's see what we can do differently. And it works so well. I love seeing solid Inkling gameplay like that. Now, coming in, Crollo for the side of Catholic University, bringing out one of my favorite characters in the game, one of my old mains, the Pac-Man.
Oh, this Pac-Man, that's going to be great for stuffing out these grounded options a little bit even more than Min. I hate to say it, but Pac-Man's slow projectiles and the fact that he has long, lingering placeables like the fire hydrant can really be brutal. Yep, there we get the start going. Marrying across the stage, but oh, you get interrupted by the trampoline?
Yeah, and Miles, this is going to be a really fascinating matchup because this is the struggle of kill confirms here. These two characters, notorious for their inability to find kills. Pac-Man's only true kill confirms being the fire hydrant and the back air. Everything else, you've got to turn into one way. Some combo or another. Inkling had that same issue. Less or so now with those updates like you mentioned, but still, these characters, not notorious for being able to kill.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a lot of hard reads as they try to get this fire hydrant started, get this hard setup, but approaching with the splatter bomb, that's great right there. And you're not going to try and edge guard Pac-Man. Now, here's the thing. Pac-Man, I think, might have the best recovery in the entire game.
Oh, 100%. So,
yeah. Davian, going to have a lot of trouble in their main asset right there.
There was a great opportunity for that combo to come through, but the despawn happened just a little bit too early. The Jelly was not able to stun out Davian. It is a 3% differential right now, a 1-stock advantage, making that a 2-stock advantage for Crollo there, and now 1 stock away from winning the first series for Catholic U.
Wow, what a carrying your own fire hydrant and answering with a Galaga. That's some nice stuff to see already. And the final smash right there. That little blinky, that does incredible damage right there. And, I mean, it destroys the fire hydrant in one hit. That's why it's so powerful. As the rapid jab against that fire hydrant, well, you're going to need more than water to wash off that.
Oh, 100%. That fire hydrant is not going to work out well for either party. It'll be removed for a moment. The Jelly's not going to be able to get the stun you're looking for. Goes for a second attempt, not able to find it, and the despawn will come through. 103%. But if you're Crollo, you are not sweating even a little. You are 2 stocks in the lead. You've still racked up 41% on their last stock. You're looking truly in some good shape. Going for that blinky once again, but the roller catches. Wow, that is going to be, oh my goodness, Davion able to find that first stock off of Crollo.
Yeah, and now, okay, this is possible. But again, you've got to find a big opening, and Pac-Man boxes you out like no other character. Look at this, landing with that lingering down air again and again is catching Davian. Using this splatter shot to try and poke, so when your combo lands, maybe you can get more damage, but all the while you're eating projectile after projectile.
And those projectiles add up so unbelievably fast. I mean, they really start to rack up the damage one after another. And this fire hydrant looking for the kill, kind of turned it into a down air attempt instead. Trying to find the key to send the hydrant, but finding it a little too late. The key goes through! Might be able to find the kill, but no, we get the kill screen, but that does not always guarantee the stock. Goes for the side special into that. That would have been an insane way to end it.
And now Crollo looking for the fire hydrant edge guard. Slam dunk right there. Is they're able to finish them off. Davian taken out, and Catholic University going up 1-0 in this set of crew battles.
Catholic University finding themselves up 1-0 indeed, Miles. And just a round of applause for that pack. What a shot on the fire hydrant. Truly an incredible way. And now as we jump into our second matchup, these players can again bring anybody to the table.
Yeah, and now we have a better idea of what they're bringing on. I mean,
yeah, I wrote it all down.
I mean, Catholic University had some heavy hitters, I do have to say. I mean, between Chrome, the PT, Habibi stuffing everyone out on that Min, and then finishing off with Crollo, calm, cool, and collected on that Pac-Man. It's going to be very difficult to find your way through this maze, as you've got the rush down in the form of Crollo and people who can slow the pace down.
Yeah, and it's interesting because we've got on the side of Catholic U 2 characters that people probably aren't at home practicing their matchups for. Both that Pac-Man and that Min. Pac-Man maybe a little bit more, but these are characters that people aren't at home running their lineups and their preparations against Min and Pac-Man. So there may be kind of that wild card advantage for Catholic U, where Adelphi, they're running a much more, I'm not going to say predictable, but consistent roster. Players and characters that we have seen many times before.
Yeah, I mean, the Min and Pac-Man, what you're talking about, I really think it is The way I describe them is they are nullifiers. They take away tools from your character's kit. Like Pac-Man, you cannot edge guard Pac-Man. You can. There are very few people who ever have, and it's like MK Leo. Like, maybe once edge guarded T. Meanwhile, Min Min controls the ground game completely and utterly. There's almost nothing you can do to, get past Min Min in the ground game. The only characters that can are characters who have transcendent projectiles, and we didn't see any of those from the side of Adelphi.
No, we certainly did not see any of those. And that's a really good point as well, is how when you go from Min Min to Pac-Man, you have to go from one insane playstyle to the exact opposite end of that same spectrum. It's all about the ground control, the stage play for Min Min, and then the second you swap to Pac-Man, it's all about that aerial game, that ledge guarding and that edge guarding, and that's so fascinating that these players have to find these rotations to make sure they find themselves in a more successful opportunity, a more successful spot to succeed in these matchups.
Yeah, that's true. As now, okay, we're getting these bands underway. Here, let me just speed up this process a little bit, because again, I appreciate your patience, everyone. We had a late start, but we're trying to get through this as quickly as we can. Yeah, we got the bands going in full force now. It's Adelphi looking to bring this back, and they definitely have an opportunity, but these characters are posing a problem. I feel like what the main thing you've got to leverage is the kill power that, I can't believe I'm saying this, the Dark Pit brings to the table. Did you see how many spikes they got? They got, I think, like 4 stocks with spikes. What?
Yeah.
As Dark Pit? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, which is like 4 more than people are normally getting with Pit and Dark Pit, at least as consistently as we saw. It was some incredible down airs. Like you mentioned, a lot of times we'll see those down airs come through at 6, 7 times, and they're still not able to find a stock. But with the way they were making an appearance from Chet on that Pit, Dark Pit earlier was just so impressive. And from the side of Adelphi, we're actually getting a character, or a player rather, we have not seen yet, Blizzard Baron, coming in first for Adelphi.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I mean, with Adelphi, you're down. You're maybe... some teams save their best player for the second crew battle to really bring things back. They sit back, they take notes, and then they come in swinging. And you remember what I said? There's no character with a transcendent projectile? Wolf does. That laser goes through everything Pac-Man sets up, and it's going to hurt when it hits.
Yeah, so maybe we're bringing out a bit of a specialist here. This is going to be Blizzard Baron doing everything they can. Like you said, Wolf, a very strong response to a Pac-Man. And we're on FD again. I think this could be a great opportunity for Pac, but it's all about how many projectiles are going to be interrupted by Blizzard.
Now, Blizzard Baron closing the distance. The fire hydrant isn't even in play. You're able to outbox that grab, Pac-Man's grab. That destroying the whole thing. Oh, that's not a good sign, as you're just approaching with these nairs, trying to get a combo starter.
Combos need to be started from either side. That laser almost able to go all the way up into Crollo, but gonna play it a little bit slow-low. Gonna be 32% and counting for Blizzard Baron. Goes for the fire hydrant up and over. So much patience here from the side of this Wolf, and it looks like Crollo is just trying to give them no time to think.
Yeah, it's slow, you're tentative, you're feeling each other out. It's like when you get a new cat and they sniff each other through the door. You know, they're just like, okay. How are you going to interact? Who's going to be the top dog right here? And now, finally, things are starting to get up for a second, but you're only forcing Crollo off stage. You're not really getting a lot off of it. You're not able to punish these big options, which I don't blame you. They're almost lagless.
Yeah, they are almost lagless, and we see that Crollo's favorite kill confirm, at least as of late, seems to be key into Hydrant. We've seen that maybe 7 or 8 times. I'm sure we're going to see quite a few more if Crollo can keep up the percent lead that they've got going. And I swear they're farming the key right now, Miles. It's become so predictable that Blizzard's already avoiding it.
And Blizzard does have that reflector, but they haven't really demonstrated that they're going to use it yet.
Yeah.
But at ledge, if you throw the key out, that'll just probably kill you at 58%. But now it certainly will at 69. As you throw the hydrant off stage to cover that, not able to cover roll though. Blizzard Baron is having a lot of trouble chasing down Crollo, and I feel like being chased is where Crollo feels the most comfortable.
I don't disagree. Crollo really seems to love that kind of cat and mouse play style. It seems like they love to be chased a little bit. They like to kind of bait out any attempt from their opponent. Going for the fire hydrant play once again, farming up the key. And Miles, I mentioned how hard it is to get a kill confirm on Pac-Man, but you've got to have more than one in your pocket.
Well, speaking of what they got in their pocket, they got that bell on lock. Oh! And there it is. It catches them in the air, but you're not able to get the right angle on that fire hydrant to finish them off. and you go for the grab right there. That's not going to connect either. Crollo now, after you with that opportunity, it's got to get to your head, but you're able to read the air dodge with the fire hydrant and finish off the stock.
Finishing off the stock is a huge opening here, as it has been quite a while before one of these teams was able to find some damage. There's going to be Blinky making an appearance once again. Only able to rack up about 10-12%, but still, every percent counts in a scenario like this one. And what a throw to extend the hitbox of the Hydrant to go up and over Pac instead of right through him.
And now, ooh, take a look at that. It's chunking away that shield, and now you've got to deal with this Hydrant. It's controlling the space, and you can tell Blizzard Baron is a little obsessed with it at times, throwing forward airs at it when nothing really else is happening, but you know that Crollo loves to land on top of it, so you cover it with the F smash.
Covering it with the F smash, looking for the opportunity to strike. The patience coming through. It's all about what the next move will be, and it's key into Hydrant, blocked out once again. Blizzard is not going to be falling for that.
I know they're not, but they've got more tricks up their sleeves. Again, forcing Blizzard Baron into the corner with these amazing fruit placements and choices too, but that uppy up there is gonna let Crollo off ledge for free, and they're okay to reset the situation, retaking center stage with that orange.
And here comes a key, I can only presume, into the Hydrant, and Baron gonna jump right up and over. I'd love to see Crollo bust out truly any other attempt at a kill confirm, because clearly the Hydrant is not gonna be working. I think even that grab into back throw could have gone a long way. I think an up throw into back air could also really find the extension, but Pac-Man with, I believe, the slowest grab in the game makes it very difficult to grab your opponents.
It certainly does, as you're able to, get right back on up to that ledge. And that attempt right there is actually going to cost Blizzard Baron a lot. Catholic University getting a lead with Crollo, that's going to hurt. You get that back throw already. You get the edge trap. No. That Gallagher not going to cover things. I mean, it takes too long to charge up.
Yeah, Crollo seems to love that down special into down air. I'd love to see a back air come out there instead. You'd really be able to catch out Baron, as he likes to try to go up and over the Hydrant as quickly as possible. Now Gallagher coming through once again. Oh, Baron jumps right into it. That's only a little bit of damage, but every percent counts against a player like Pac-Man.
Yeah, every single one. As well, you can just be... If you get caught by the F smash, especially Bell F smash, you can just be destroyed at 0 as this ledge trapping coming online. Until Crollo loves that Hydrant at center stage. It controls so much with just that water alone.
115 on the board here against Crollo. So we've got some rage building up definitely on the side of this pack. 85% for Blizzard on their last stock. Could this be a 2-stock victory for Catholic U? That would be a phenomenal way to start things off, identical to how they started things off last series.
And you can tell that's what they want. Crollo would not be playing this conservatively if they did not want that as much as they do. As you can see, once again, trying to use this Hydrant against them. They got to kill in the first stock. Can you get more here?
Oh.
Just grab it. They don't want to mess with that grapefruit at all. Oh, no, not again. They always go for that up B straight up. I wonder why.
It's dangerous. It really is, because you can get caught out. The end lag on that move is certainly a wee bit slow. And speaking of moves being a bit slow, that trampoline, you've got to hit all 3 to make it back from the depths like that. 150, a full rage Pac-Man on the board. We saw a back air, come out there for just a moment, but nobody was there to be caught by it. Now the Nair trying to pick up a little bit of value, but nothing yet. It's almost getting a bit boring, if I'm being honest, Miles. This is just such a slow game, and the players, I get it, they have to play this way to succeed, because the first one to overextend is the first one to lose this, and that Reflect finally coming through for Blizzard Baron to take that second stock off of Crollo.
Now I expect we'll see the pace of the game speed up. Crollo, they're getting to that kill confirm lane, and there's the key that you talked about. They're like, come on, throw the Reflector at it. I know you want to, and as soon as you drop it, that's when the key will appear.
The key to success, it truly is right now. I mean, they're looking for their time to strike, and with the Reflector coming out so often from Blizzard, it's getting harder and harder to use these projectiles. Blizzard is playing it slow and steady. We are 7 minutes into this game, Miles. It has been a long one.
Yeah, it certainly has. Ooh, you catch the orange on the landing with the aerial and then stuff them out too. Right now, it feels like maybe Crollo's delayed too long. Crollo's getting the edge as they're able to push themselves into them with the F-Smash, finish off Blizzard Baron, and after a long, hard-fought Winter Siege, Crollo takes a lead for Catholic University.
Crollo, a 1-stock lead for Catholic University, and I'm only hoping truly that the next game is just a little bit faster. Those two characters notorious for their very fast or very slow play style, and when they're going up against one another, they've got to play it slow, they've got to play it careful. I totally get that. Crollo walking away with a 1-stock win. Honestly, a lot closer than I thought that was going to be at the start of things.
Yeah, that was dangerously close to being turned around. Did you see the momentum they were getting towards the end right there? They had the complete read that, oh, they just want to play a grounded projectile game? I will say grounded with a reflector game. Uno reverse card, baby. But besides that, they were also starting to catch the fruits too. That's not something you see a lot.
Yeah, starting to catch the fruits, the reflector coming out. It seemed like we saw a super aggressive change in playstyle coming out from Baron there in the last couple of minutes of that game, but unfortunately, they were close, but they were not close enough. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, so they were not able to clutch out that win quite yet. But on the bright side, Adelphi's still got 2 more players to bring to the table, and with only 1 stock to Crollo's name, there is certainly an opportunity for Adelphi to snatch this tie back.
Yeah, and they're going to be trying to do that now. I expect we'll see one of their stronger players come out, but I would not send in the Dark Pit Chet yet because, again, we keep calling out Pac-Man hard to edgeguard, Pac-Man hard to edgeguard. Let me explain why. That side B from Pac-Man, it leaves you actionable after the fact, and it's a huge hitbox, and then you got the up B, and Sepp, I know you're very familiar with that.
Yeah, the up B from Pac-Man is rather predictable, honestly, if you're able to catch it, but it works so incredibly well. One of the largest radius recoveries in the game. It's a great opportunity for a player to return from the depths, the jaws of defeat, and I feel there were a lot more Pac-Man combos that we could have seen there from Crollo. I talked about that a lot. I think we were doing the key hydrant far too often. That is something that's something you're supposed to pull out of your back pocket, not your primary kill confirm. We're supposed to be seeing a lot more grabs into up throws, into back airs, a lot more with that side special that Crollo really seems to not utilize very often. And the playstyle is certainly not familiar to my own, but it is, I mean, it worked out well enough, right?
Yeah, well enough, but you need more than well enough right here if you want to get a stock off the board. I expect we're going to be seeing Crollo trying to play it slow. So, are you going to be able to bring the fight to them? That's the question. Because I feel like that Wolf honestly would have been a better counterpick for Habibi. Like that is... Your projectile goes straight through the arms. Min can't stay grounded. That sounds like a dream. And so, because of that little strategic error, now, again, Adelphi is down a little bit. Let's see who they're sending in now. They've got small battlefield as the pick. So a very even stage right here with defensive options. You give it that to Pac-Man, you better have a character who can abuse it on your side.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe it's going to be Jonah Zigo or Jonah's Go. Jonah's Zigo. I don't know. But it's Ness versus Pac-Man. And for the first time in my life, Miles, I think I'm excited to see a Ness because that means this is going to be a very quick, high-octane matchup.
Yeah, Ness is an aerial rushdown character with a plethora of disjoints coming out the wazoo. As now, you're going to try and leverage those disjoints to get around Pac-Man's magnificent boxing
There he
tools.
goes.
The forward air, the nair, they're so fast. They're get-off-me tools just as well as anything else. So you're going to try and just stuff them out immediately. You saw that clanking with the cherries immediately.
Yeah. The clank with the cherry is a huge opening there. We can see that Jonah already loves trying to go for those forward airs and those nairs, looking for the time to strike early. The cherries putting in the work, though, into the dash attack. I love to see that. Tied up to a T. It was 22.9 on both sides. Now it's going to be a very brief advantage for Crollo. And Jonah playing as every Ness player is expected to do so, just looking to find these hits early. The grab finally coming through, and Jonah so unlucky the bat did not connect there.
Yeah, that was, I mean, good spacing by Crollo,
I love the
but
strategy.
maybe not quite good enough. That's taking a play out of Pac-Man's handbook. That's familiarity right there, which is a good sign. Is you're able to get the dash attack. What else can you do? Trying to cover that option, but it sends it right over to just cover with the projectile instead. That's intelligent right there.
Intelligent indeed. The short hop into forward air to catch the fire hydrant, and Pac goes for the yo-yo off ledge. A move that we see hundreds of Ness players bring to the table. And the bat! So, it's not going to be all she wrote quite yet. Now they're going to go. We talked about this, Miles. It is tough to keep Pac-Man off stage, right? Maybe you're able to kill him with a traditional kill confirm, but to get him off the stage and keep him there, that's where it gets difficult.
Bro, the smash attacks all around this fire hydrant. You can see Jonah Zigo is just completely beating it up. It's like a home run contest right now.
It really is. The PK Fire going to catch it out. Going for the up special. The up air, excuse me. I love to see that attempt. Could have been huge if it was able to land, but Ness not super heavy, so he may be able to get taken out by Pac just like that. And blink and you miss it, Krolo's job has officially been done, guaranteeing a lead for Catholic U moving into the next matchup. 135, a full rage pack. Probably will not be of this mortal coil for much longer.
Oh, as they willingly go off stage against Ness, who chose to charge up smash on Ness. That's going to hurt. Dash Attack going through the fire hydrant to catch Krolo, landing on the other side. Now you've got to try and re-grab. Get up attack, though, gets you off ledge.
The extended hitbox there through the fire hydrant really kind of bit Krolo in the butt a little bit. They're able to get back, but the yo-yo catches them out, down, and around. Has to go for all three. The yo-yo catches! You can approach that yo-yo from so few angles, and directly below is certainly not one of them. Jonah's ego is going to be able to find that first and final stock off of Krolo there in that second matchup, but losing one in the process, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, Jonah's ego has been going for that up smash on ledge for the entire game, and Krolo knew the counterplay. The counterplay is to get to ledge before Ness can even throw it out and get up attack. However, the one time, once you got to high percent, one hit meant you did not have time to get back to ledge soon enough. You could see as soon as that side B didn't snap right to ledge from Krolo, it was over. Because then Jonah had an opportunity to set up the yo-yo.
Yeah, the yo-yo was set up, and like you talked about it almost 30 seconds a minute beforehand, going voluntarily off stage against the Ness is a very difficult thing to do because that yo-yo has such incredible coverage on ledges like that, and we saw, unfortunately, Krolo kind of bite the bullet there. That may be the last we see of Krolo tonight if Catholic U can walk away with a victory, but if Adelphi can keep up this winning streak that Jonah's ego has given them, maybe they'll be able to tie things up and take us to that third and final series. However, we're really going to have to wait and see. Currently waiting to see who Catholic is going to be bringing to the table. A one-stock disadvantage for Jonah, that could be incredibly damaging to Adelphi moving into the rest of the series.
Yeah, now I'm trying to think of, do you want to send in PT or do you want to send in Min Min? Now, I'm thinking personally that the PT is just a better coverall, a better sweeper, if you don't mind the Pokemon terminology, because PT maybe one of the best matchup spreads in the entire game, up there with Pikachu with like, oh yeah, Pikachu beats this new character. There's no DLC coming out, and Pikachu still beats the new DLC character. Like,
right.
Pikachu beats the characters from the next game. Like, they will all fall before the little yellow rat, and the same is true with their series brethren in the form of PT. The fact that you can switch up your character non-stop, you can deal with zoners on Ivysaur, you can deal with Rushdown on Charizard, and you can deal with any combo food with Squirtle.
Yeah, oh, look at you, Killing Miles. Pat your brain on the back. You nailed the analysis there, able to find that Pokemon trainer coming out now for the side of Catholic U. So that'll be Chrome. I believe this is a Battle of the Captains, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, or at least the representatives. Is Chrome coming in here on FD? Jonah going to be sending that stock straight down to the blast zone because you've got two stocks to try and tie this up against Catholic U.
Now, I just Googled Ness matchups out of curiosity because I don't know them particularly well. And it looks like that Pokemon trainer is slightly in advantage against Ness. So let's see if Chrome is able to live up to this random, the first image I pulled up and did not give a second thought. But let's see if it's going to be that slight disadvantage. A great shield there, 41.5 to 41.8. And this Ivysaur is putting in numbers.
You want to land? You want to land against Ivysaur? Oh, think again, my friend. But using those parries on those projectiles, Jonah's been great on parrying projectiles and using the aggression right afterward. That is one thing you've got to keep an eye on if the PT stays on the Ivysaur.
Oh, my goodness. And I don't see why they wouldn't with a playstyle like this. Chrome is coming in large and in charge. That chart that definitely is 100% totally accurate is going to have Ness in a very slight disadvantage. What a catch on the PK freeze, though. Able to catch out Ivysaur, and now Chrome choosing to go for the Charizard. The weight differential here can go a long way for Chrome.
Yeah, but you've got to be aware that you are combo food. Yeah, going right over the Squirtle, you do not want to deal with it. Now with Squirtle, the rising aerials probably aren't going to hit you as consistently, but if you're in the air, well, then you can get some extensions. As they go for the forward smash, no! Okay.
That would have been a clipped moment, honestly. Four aerial hits into a bat. They missed the bat, but make up for it with a single PK Thunder, able to get a little bit of damage. The recovery finds some value. Can it find enough? The up special from Chrome is going to be able to get that kill screen, but not the kill confirm. They're now into Razor Leaf. Oh, I love the absorb there. A great idea from Jonah's ego.
Not even an absorb, they clank with it. I've never seen that happen.
Oh, did they
before.
clank? I missed it.
The hitbox! I've never seen that do that, but either way, even with this new technology, you're still down so much, and a single Razor Leaf is gonna be your demise. A one-stock lead for Catholic University after Chrome cleans up Jonah.
Yeah, Chrome making it out with one stock, I believe. I don't remember if it was 1 or 2, but that was a much closer matchup than I expected. Jonah Zigo putting in the numbers there.
Yeah, that was picturesque with the amazing kill confirms off of the Razor Leaf. Against floaties, the Razor Leaf is a death
Goes
sentence.
crazy.
That's why they were so vehement to avoid it when they were in the air, because it pops you straight up, and you know where Ivysaur loves to kill from? Up. Look up at the sky.
Honestly, yeah, that Ivysaur, like you said, killing off the up blast zone is so common. The up air, the up special, we see it time and time again. And I mean, Chrome really just giving us a masterclass on how to play that Ivysaur in particular. No offense to the Squirtle or the Charizard that we saw for 3 whole seconds, but the Ivysaur is very clearly the dominant character there in that roster, at least for Chrome. Now, I believe we're going to be seeing either Brian or Chet. Now, Brian was that Steve we saw in the first series, who actually Chrome did beat, only losing a single stock. Chrome loses to Chet but with a 1-stock differential. So if it's a run back, Chet may be able to keep the dream alive for Adelphi.
The one thing I will say is, I don't know how, I think Chrome is maybe using the tether a little too soon, or maybe not delaying it enough. Either way, mix-ups on how you use the tether.
Yeah.
Because we have seen Chrome edgeguarded on Ivysaur 3 times. Can you name 3 other times you've seen a tether recovery edgeguarded?
I truly cannot. I truly can't. And I think you've made a good analysis there. I also agree it's coming out a little bit too early. I think it's become a little bit predictable simply because they won't shake it up at all. It's the same attempt, the same timing every single time we see that tether recovery come through. And it's definitely Chrome's Achilles heel here.
But you do gotta give them some credit. How many people are willing to commit everything, risk everything? Because when you go off stage for an edge guard, that is one of the first steps to becoming, jumping from, mid-level player to going up high, to realizing going off stage is not your friend. It's just not. You can't do that. I mean, if you try to go off stage, you are giving up all of your positioning in hopes that you get an instant kill. And if you don't get that kill, then you are in the same position that you were trying to punish them for being in.
Yeah, and it is going to be that run back I talked about a moment ago. It's going to be Chet, the Dark Pit player from the side of Adelphi, going up against Chrome. So this was our second matchup of the day. Back in Series 1, we saw this exact same matchup, a 1-stock advantage for Chet in that matchup.
Yeah, and Chet, all the hopes of Adelphi University riding on their winged shoulders. There is one chance right here, and you've got to be lethal like we saw earlier. But Chrome, they've got the experience now. They know that they can use tools like the Super Armor on Charizard's Uppy to avoid the spikes and get early kills. So now, are you going to be able to leverage that? We'll see as we're going into what could be our final match. Though, let's be honest, I think Chet's getting this. We're going to the final 2 players.
Yeah, which will hypothetically be Chet versus Habibi, the Min player from earlier, but only time will tell, my friend. Chrome with, I believe, a 1-stock disadvantage. It may have even been 2. Was it only 1?
Nah, it was only 1.
Oh, okay.
You can see they went to the Ivysaur so they can start off on Portal. Intelligent little bit of positioning on Pokemon right there.
All right, it looks like they're ready to kick things off straight away. And like you said, Chrome only having 1 stock. This should be a pretty aggressive cleanup. And well, that was an aggressive cleanup, that's for sure.
Are you kidding me? Eliminated in a single instant. I have never seen it. They just got obliterated. You kill Ivysaur at 0. And Ivysaur, when you spike them, they do not get their tether recovery back. You had to go to Charizard. But how often do you see that? Chat? Are you... What?
We just witnessed the weirdest thing in the entire world. We were just talking about how many times that tether has been a nuisance for Chrome and how it really did feel like their Achilles heel a little bit, and then it was exactly the reason they lose in 3 seconds? 5 seconds? I mean, that was a quick one.
Highway robbery right there.
Truly.
They just pulled out the gun, walked right up to your stagecoach, and blasted away. That's exactly what happened. Chet obliterated them, and now you've only got one member remaining. It's probably going to be Habibi. I mean, they haven't demonstrated yet. It's going to be Habibi. 3 stocks to 3 stocks to close this out. Are we going to a game 3, or will Habibi clean this up for Catholic University? And we decide that here and now.
We absolutely do, and Habibi actually beat Chet in the first series, but Chet only had a single stock that time. This time, we are tied up all the way 3-3. Habibi didn't lose a single stock in that previous matchup. Can they carry that same aggression right here, right now? I love the utilization of that down special early, but Habibi is not going to fall for it twice. The grab into the suplex, into the flame fist is going to be a great opportunity for Habibi to rack up 60% already, Mile.
This is player-to-player experience. Look at how they're calling out those shields. But now you gotta get around the edge guard. We've seen how they deal with tethers before, but they're able to slip through that time with an instant tether. Getting around that lingering aerial, now you've got that ledge. Where do you find the kill?
Looking for the kill confirm. Any opportunity for Habibi to strike could be a big one. Trying to get on the stage, the air dodge in, super dangerous and incredibly punishable just like that. Chet able to find that side special, tying up the game in terms of percent. The down smash now coming through from Habibi, trying to get that pit into the air and keep him there, but unfortunately just not able to pick up any kill confirms yet.
But now you got to be careful getting off ledge. The Megawatt is out in full display. Large and in charge, as you love to say. And it is going to be brutal if that Wrecking Ball connects.
Yeah, the Megawatt goes crazy in this game and actually in ARMS. The Megawatt is one of the strongest punches in both of the games. And right now, I believe this may be the first stock taken off of Habibi. Can they get back in time? Unfortunately, no, that is a great catch, a great ledge guard from Chet. Keeping the dreams alive for Adelphi.
Yeah, immediately reading on literally any aerial read, but Chet lingers in the air, avoiding that. Chet with an initial lead right now, Catholic.
Oh!
Ooh, just knocking that back. That up tilt, remember, it has reflection properties, so if you play around with that aerial too much, you're going to get it kicked back at you occasionally.
Right, that was fascinating. I haven't seen one of those hitbacks in quite a while now. Habibi looking for that kill confirm, able to get the pit off stage, trying to read the recovery, but not quite able to catch the 2-frame. Only 11% on the board, truly not bad. If you can find this first stock, you can tie things up with not a lot of extra credit on the board.
Yeah. I mean, Habibi run away and being like, nah, you can't catch me, but I can certainly catch you.
Yeah, because this pit, I mean, you've got to get up close and personal. You can get a little bit of poke damage with the arrows, but they're almost never going to kill while your opponent is still on the ground. 26%, so a lot worse for Habibi there, but 28% is still incredibly easy to come back from. Habibi's got to not let this pit get too close, or they might start to lose their second stock before they can even find the first.
Leading through them with that rapid jab. Oh no, and the down smash catching that neutral get up, and you know they go level, but the down air sending up. Oh no, Chet, the folly of your mid tier.
Yeah, you love to see Chet going for those down airs, as we've seen them do 100 times over, but what a catch from Chet. Incredible, honestly. A great catch there, and Habibi struggling to find an opening. There was a great time. Habibi racked him 172%, keeping space, playing a slow game, but now that Chet isn't allowing them to play that slow game, feels like we're going all the way to Series 3.
Yeah, it's looking like it as... We get that down smash right there, but hammering straight through them. Now you have to get back to ledge. Habibi, a chance right here if you get this stock. You can make this winnable, but Chet isn't going to make it easy for you. And finally the down air, the finisher. Oh, you're going to need more than that.
Is this Chet's time to clutch out? Only time will tell. 42% of their final stock has a whopping 1% onto Chet's second stock. The hill is visible. The question is, can you get to the top of it? And with the way Chet, that's got to be it, right? One more arrow should do it, but it's going to be the up air instead. That's it. Habibi is not able to clutch it out.
The edge guarding from Chet, impeccable step. Never missing, never wavering, and even when they go down for an off-screen spike and it sends up, they're still able to get back on stage for the ledge trap again. Chet going to be sending us to a game 3, and we're going to be getting into that as soon as we can, because, I mean, again, we're very behind schedule, so let us get into this overtime match as Chet has turned the pace of the game around.
Yeah, Chet has truly turned the pace of the series as a whole, and it's going to be a 1-1 tie-up. We've seen, 7 players across the board, so any of them can be making an appearance very early on for both these teams. And moving into match 3, I wonder, are we going to see, I guess Krolo started in Chrome started as Habibi going to be the starter for the side of Catholic U, and on the side of Adelphi, it could truly be anybody. I'm not sure what the method to their madness is, but anybody can come to the table because it looks like they may keep Chet in that anchor position for the time being.
Yeah, it appears so, and I don't blame them for that at all. Chet is the clutch god right there. You want him going in with 3 stocks. So Dark Pit with 1 stock, a lot of people see that and they're like, okay, they get the confidence. But when we go in against the 3 and one of your stocks is taken away immediately, that is when it starts to hurt. So you're going to save Chet for the end. Who's coming in first? We already got this coming out. What is happening here? Okay. Hold on. While I get this figured out. Oh, no, it looks like our prod has this in the bag. Either way. Now, this is where it gets scary. This is where it gets really scary. Because you had the lead.
Yeah.
But you need more than that if you're going to get through all of this.
Yeah, the lead was on the side of Catholic U, not only for the series, it was a 1-0 beforehand, but at the beginning of Series 2, we saw a huge opportunity where Crollo finds a 1-stock win. They're going to lose it to Jonah Zigo, and then it gets tied up, and they're never able to claw it back. But now it is a 1-1 tie-up across the board. I don't think we have any real confirmation on who's coming in. From the lobby, we can assume Chrome is sticking around for the side of Catholic U, but for Adelphi, like I mentioned earlier, they could bring in anybody. I think I'd like to see Jonah's ego early on. I think he could go a long way. He really was doing some numbers earlier on.
Yeah, okay, we finally have the banning process started. We're going to be getting into this soon enough. And the one thing I am seeing, they are of a similar mindset to me, Sep, where they do not like the large stages. They want to be up close and personal with their opponent, whether that is physically on stages like Smashville or Small Battlefield, or even Yoshi's, though they usually ban Yoshi's, or, ideologically, abstractly, whatever you want, on FD, where there is nowhere to run and hide. We've seen FD so much, I'm not used to that.
I usually write down the stages that the players pick, but today I didn't for whatever reason, and I wish I would have, because FD has been, just here every single time. It feels like each game, we've got at least 40% of them on FD so far. I believe the stage striking, like you mentioned, is going to be happening here in just a moment, or is currently happening. It'll be done in just a moment, rather. We're going to wait to see what is brought to the table. We're waiting on a final stage pick in just a moment here.
Yeah, and it does look like, let me double check, make sure this is updated information. It is not, so I'm not going to say that. Okay, I was about to call out the players, and I'm like, oh wait, no, that ain't them. As we're getting into it now, come on. Okay, so you've got probably Chet in the back pocket.
Right.
Who else do you have? That Ness play, oh my gosh. Was
Jonah Zigo.
Yeah, Jonah Zigo. They were on. That's going to be the Wolf coming in again. Probably wanting to get the run back here, maybe against Crollo?
Yeah, I believe we're going to be seeing either Crollo or Chrome on in for the side of Catholic U, but a couple players have been playing under the same name of Chrome, so we don't actually know who it is quite yet. I'm very excited to see Blizzard Baron back, though, because they were really giving us a good fight. Hopefully, if I'm being honest, not against the Pac-Man, because that was a very long game. I wouldn't particularly like to see that again, but truly, I would just love to see more of this Wolf in general.
Yeah, it plays into Crollo's game plan to do that as the Luigi comes out. Who is this coming into the stage? A challenger approaches. We'll see who comes in here. Luigi against a fast faller, busted. Wolf against a character you can edge guard, busted. We'll have to see here and now as we get into this on FD. It's going to be Chrome on the Luigi, immediately getting stuffed out by Blizzard Baron. Oh, might have had a bit of a freeze from Stepstones right here. But either way, as we get underway on FD, it's a lot of these landing airs. Blizzard Baron against a character who isn't constantly keeping a distance is doing a lot better, but they get edge guarded, gimped at 0.
Oh, I disappear for 5 seconds, Miles, and we're already 1 stock deep. Chrome at 80%. I thought that was the surprising part, but then Blizzard going to go down instead. Oh my goodness, a huge opportunity for that Luigi to succeed. Looking out for his Luigi 0 to death, not able to land it. 104% the rage certainly building, but Wolf, a very heavy hitter, probably going to be able to find that first stock soon.
And now clawing at that shield. You want to get the poke as quickly as you can. But now you can see after that, Blizzard Baron had to slow the pace of the game down, and that's exactly what Chrome wanted. Now they can get in there with that magnificent combo game. They can get the whip connection online, but you're able to finish it off there.
The up air able to find that first stock off of Chrome's shoulders, and Baron already statistically about halfway to losing theirs. All about the slow game now to see what is brought to the table, but Blizzard Baron getting danger close to losing that second stock. Any hit here?
And hit it all. Ooh, just that forward smash right there. I didn't see, but I heard it. It just pierces your soul every time you get whacked.
Yeah, it truly does fill you with terror.
Now, just approaching with these forward airs, but these fast aerials, preemptive, because you've got to be preemptive with your aerials as Luigi. You don't have the disjoint that Wolf's Claws give them, and you get the parry right there, and that's another opportunity at an edge guard.
Oh, woo! Wow!
Yet another.
A much more dominant series for Chrome there. The Luigi looking incredibly clean. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just wanting to go pure combo game. They're feeling the Squirtle and they're like, I need more. I need faster aerials. Give me the Luigi. And I mean, between the PT, Luigi, and Captain Falcon that I've seen from Chrome, they're a combo fiend. And they haven't really gotten the chance to prove it as much. They've mostly been getting strings. That time, though, they were getting a lot of just stuffing out approaches.
Yeah, I love that. I also think Luigi just has some of the funniest audio cues in the game, so every time a Luigi is picked, I'm very excited. I think he's got some insane zero to deaths that we didn't even see from Chrome. We saw a couple of custom combos, truly. I mean, that was a downright incredible game from that Luigi so far, but Luigi has the same issue that a lot of characters I was talking about earlier have, where he's been around for a while, and there's only so much you can do with a character like Luigi.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of versatility at times. The thing Luigi thrives on is the kill confirms, and we haven't really seen any of those at all, and that's because they've been avoiding the grab. The only real confirm, I put air quotes around that, comes in the form of fireball forward smash. Anytime you put a projectile on an opponent's shield, they have to react because there's a little bit of shield stun right there, and what they did twice was land with that fireball and then run forward and jab at your shield with that forward smash, and they dropped the shield and the F smash just obliterated them. You got to keep that in mind as you go up against the Luigi once again.
Yeah, and I believe we're just waiting to see the map bans come through once again. These players bringing it a little bit slower, really contemplating what they want to bring to the table this evening. I guess this would be a good time to segue into thanks everybody for being so patient with our deck issues tonight. I know there have been quite a lot of them, and I finally get the confirmation that Luigi is not Chrome. It is a player by the name of Mr. Fork, so somebody that we have not seen tonight. They did not put that in chat, so that's not our fault for not knowing that. But that is going to be Mr. Fork appearing for the side of Catholic U. How deep do these rosters go? These teams just keep bringing out new people.
I mean, Mr. Fork is just a very apt name for the way they stab through players with that F smash. That's their signature right there, getting 2 kills with F smash. Now, as the casual player, you might think kills with F smash, that doesn't sound that ludicrous. At a higher level of play like this, getting consistent kills with smash attacks like that is unheard of, even with shield pressure. It's not even out of shield option, it is a read on their out of shield on their opponent's out of shield option, and that is impressive.
Yeah, 100%. Impressive seems to be the name of the game, and I'm very excited to see more of Mr. Fork. No offense to Chrome, but I'm more excited because I love seeing new characters. I love seeing new players make an appearance. That's kind of my biggest pet peeve of traditional crew battles is we have seen beforehand a player go 9-0, right? 9-1 across the board, so we never get to see the rest of the team, but it's when we get to see these new characters and these new players that I really get excited about these matchups.
Yeah, as now we are just getting in there. Yeah, Chrome is staying in. Now, here's the... Or
no, Mr.
Fork, rather. Mr. Fork. Now, Mr. Fork, I mean, this is just another tool in their arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean, just... think about all the amazing players we have seen thus far, and they still aren't able to stack up quite to Chet and the rest of Adelphi. So we'll have to see if they're able to pull things together, find the answer to Chet, as it's going to be Davian coming in once again. That Inkling we saw, they were absent previously.
Yeah, this is going to be a very fascinating matchup. Like you mentioned, back in Series 2, this Inkling did not make an appearance. Davian was not there, but Luigi versus Inkling. Oh, no, psych! It's going to be Luigi versus Link. We are going back to the Brawl days, Miles.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, this is interesting to me, because I would have thought Inkling would have been perfect for edge guarding Luigi. I mean, Luigi, a very edge guardable character, and that was their bread and butter. But no, instead you're going onto this Link. You want to just pressure them out with projectiles, and that's going to be the name of the game, is you immediately go in with these bomb drop aerials. Can you get anything more than that? These disjoints aren't paying you any sort of dividend.
And I've got to say, I was a Link player back in Smash 4, and I've got to say, this is one of the greatest changes they made was that the detonated bomb. That goes so unbelievably far for Link. It introduces so many new combos, so many new play styles, and it looks like Davian is really trying to capitalize off the back of that. Able to find 42%, but Mr. Fork is doing a great job keeping this matchup alive.
Yeah, and now, as Mr. Fork goes for those down tilt ledge pressures, they're not able to find it, as Davian gets the opening here, trying to pressure with the forward air, getting a read, but you're not able to find it. Instead, it is actually Mr. Fork getting the edge. And speaking of edge guarding right here, ledge trapping, down tilt, Zers, anything you could dream of.
Yeah, everything is coming through. Just such a proud. Dang it! Now I can't say it's looking impressive anymore as Davian gets sniped underneath the stage there. It's like a pseudo pineapple. Not a true one, but just going to be able to fall a little bit too short coming out from Mr. Fork there. Now the Luigi grab always leads to pain, and it looks like we are going to almost have a tied-up series, even with a one-stock disadvantage. Mr. Fork is able to basically tie us up across the board. Oh, the plungers.
Oh, and it's the perfect thing. Link's recovery, it's slow with a lot of disjoint. The plunger don't care about that disjoint, though. It's going to fall right and bonk on you on your head. Oh! Another jab from Mr. Fork.
What a jab indeed, Miles. What a phenomenal opportunity to succeed. Now the up air coming out from the Link, able to get the bomb, choosing not to strike the detonation, trying to read the jump up. I love this strategy there, but it's not going to work out. And as Link, you can't charge any of your forward smashes because that puts you in Luigi grab zone. And it looks like Mr. Fork has done that every single time. If Mr. Fork walks away from this one, I mean, if they go 6 stocks, that'll be the first player to do so tonight.
Mr. Fork. Oh, you saw that. They wanted that punish, but instead they'll be cleaved by that dash attack. Now an opportunity here. What can you do?
Oh my goodness, this is going to be the matchup of the century. Davian busting out all the stops, desperate to find this third and final stock onto Mr. Fork, tying up the series, even if just by a single stock. But Mr. Fork has not said enough.
They got one opening,
the plungers, looking for the openings. It looks like Davian has found one back into it. Getting above Link is so dangerous for that very reason. That forward smash and that up smash are so incredibly strong. Misses the up special and gets folded like a lawn chair because of it. Davian clutching out the victory. Mr. Fork with one more stock would have walked all over him, but that one more stock just unfortunately was not there.
A razor's edge right there as Davian clawed their way back into that. I can't believe they managed to salvage that. It looked like a runaway train, but they're able to pull their mental together and save that 3-2 stock lead. Now you still are down, obviously, but you still have that one stock. Who is Catholic University going to be sending in next? All right. Now, getting the banning process underway. As I have to assume Chrome would be coming in next. Chrome, I think, does not want to have to deal with Chet once again, so you want to at least get in there and get a stock underway if you can. But, I mean, I didn't think a Dark Pit would pose... You remember when we said Dark Pit, one of the most edge-guardable characters in the game?
And we were proven wrong!
The cliches betrayed us! I should have started yelling... I'm gonna yell nice back air and someone's getting. I mean, it's. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Things have happened tonight that are just unprecedented. We have seen some very unusual things happen here tonight. And I believe that is going to be true Chrome. And yeah, the selection of the Pokemon trainer almost guarantees that. Chrome now making an appearance for the side of Catholic U, going up against the one stock Davian on the Link right now.
Yeah, and you've got a lot of tools to contest them here. You have that Razor Leaf. You have the Rush Down in the form of Squirtle. And based on the fact that they haven't switched, I have to assume they're sticking to that Squirtle. You want to get in Link's face and make sure you can't even get the projectiles out, much less stuff you out with them. Oh.
Oh, a good shield there, able to grab the bomb. Going to be able to prevent detonation for just a moment to grab into down throw, a classic Squirtle combo, but Chrome not able to pick up the traditional Squirtle moves afterward. I think, Miles, honestly, I think I'd just love to see Ivysaur out early here because you can take stock so quick with Ivysaur if you can land the proper combos.
Yeah. Ivysaur, ooh, though you're able to get edge guard with Squirtle, looking for that water gun, understanding that Davian is easily edge guarded, and using that shell as an approach option. Now that you got the Ivysaur, here's where you get the kill confirmed. Squirtle's racking up damage, Ivysaur will murder you.
Yeah, 97% though. Chrome wants to go through here and not lose a single stock because that will give a 6-3 stock advantage for Catholic U moving into the third and possibly final game, or matchup rather, of the evening. Let's see, though. Is Adelphi going to be able to sneak out at least this first stock? Davian desperate to do so. Great Razor Leaf to catch that Link off ledge. Link's recovery very predictable but difficult to capitalize on. The roll up into forward smash is going to find that kill. Chrome losing that first stock.
Yeah, the Nair at a disadvantage though will shut down Davian's momentum.
Oh.
Now, forward throw, that's not going to do it quite yet, but you have that Nair, that sweeping tail to finish them off. Davian doesn't stand a chance. You might play Ganon against the dragon. You might need a better sword than that. You're going to be taken out there, and that'll probably be, well, that is Davian's last chance, but they managed to give their team a fighting chance right here.
Absolutely.
Still a 2-stock lead for Catholic U.
So the third and final player to come out here in Series 3 for Adelphi can be either Jonah Zigo, Chet, or Brian, the Steve player that we saw earlier. Now, no offense to Brian, but I feel like maybe they were not one of the stronger players from Adelphi here tonight. I would suspect to see either Chet or Jonah Zigo. But going against Pokemon Trainer, Jonah lost this matchup earlier tonight. So it would be difficult. And Jonah at the time did have a one-stock disadvantage, so maybe we can have that script return, but it's important to remember whoever comes in next has to take 5 stocks, Miles. There is no safety net any longer. 5 stocks to win this out.
And let's weigh the pros and cons right here. Chet, well, lethal. Lethal weapon, licensed to kill, or rather licensed to spike. Just constant, unending pressure off the edge. But speaking of the pressure, that's what I feel whenever Jonah was on stage. Between the disjointed aerials and the fact that they were able to threaten with the PK Thunder, they not only got the on-stage PK Thunder at times, but they also would get the off-stage game. They actually got one of the early stocks. I feel like Chrome is just a victim here, constantly being bullied off stage, whether it be by the Dark Pit or the PK Thunder.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been an incredible night for Jonah Zigo, and which is incredible because we saw Jonah technically only one time, and they're arguably the most talked about player here tonight, either them or Chet, because Chet has been just, I mean, dastardly, truly across the board. We're waiting to see. I think they're probably doing stage bans first before they announce who is coming in next. PS2 for the first time tonight, I believe. We're seeing Pokemon Stadium 2, and it's going to be Chet in that anchor position as an absolute surprise to nobody.
Yeah, as they get in, ready to brawl it out. Chet, what do you got for us? Can we get these amazing edge guards again? Will you save your team, or will Catholic University play their lead and clean this up? Is it Chrome's time to redeem themselves? All of this will be revealed in this match.
In this match, and then possibly the next one, depending on Chet's performance here in the next 10 minutes. The pressure is on. Chrome v Chet. This is going to be a tough one. Waiting for the stock take. Now, luckily enough, Chrome only has to take the 1. They did win the last matchup with 2 stocks. And Chet has to get rid of not only these 2, but the following 3 of whoever Catholic U brings out next.
Oh, stuffing them out. But don't go off stage yet. You're waiting for your opportunity. That's how you have high accuracy rating. You just don't take stupid shots. You don't just throw it down there whenever.
Don't be stupid and your accuracy goes up. You heard it here first, folks. It's going to be 70% already onto Chrome, so Chet desperate to find these stocks as quickly and aggressively as possible. Best case scenario, Chet 3 stocks, technically 2 stocks here, but the important part is Chet tries to walk away from this without losing a single stock. An incredibly difficult thing to do.
Ending with those shields again, but you're able to grab. Now Chrome has you off stage, but get down. Man. Can you get the edge on? No, they don't commit to it. Instead, they just pull the trigger a little too early and go for the ledge step. Another opportunity here. Will you take it? No. High recovery, but they're able to cover it.
Even finding 1 stock here would literally do dividends for Chrome moving forward. They have 2, so they can afford to lose one of them now early, but a full-range Charizard is not far behind. Oh, talk about luck drops the shield at a horrible time, but the fist just goes just too short to be able to hit that hitbox. Now the catch needed probably up air should kill Yao off the platform. It's going to be the first stock taken. Chet, only 2 more to their name. They've got to take, 2 stocks here and then 3 more. We cannot stress that enough. The weight of the world on Chet's shoulders.
Yeah, and this Charizard, I think, is the answer. You can't be edge guarded as easily because of the super armor on your recovery, and you have the weight to live long and prosper. But you're not going to prosper long if you go right above the ledge where your super armor isn't even a factor.
Super armor not factoring in quite yet. Oh, is that gonna? Oh, I thought that was gonna be a great combo there coming out from Chet, but unfortunately it gets dropped. Squirtle just too small. If Chrome can find the second stock here, I'm confident to say this evening is all but over. If they can find the third, of course it's over, but Chet is really in a good position to at least move into that last matchup.
Yeah, as now you get back to the other side. That's the thing. Flare Blitz, not a great tool as an actual aggressive option, but the fact that it lands on the ground gives you a great opportunity to reset the neutral, as now you have the edge trapping coming on out. Able to beat it out with your disjoint, though. On the platform, is that a kill? No.
Oh, went to the left instead of the right. That is devastating. That could have been a free kill. Now they're probably going to go for the up throw once again, as that is Charizard's angriest throw, able to find that second stock in Chet, down only a single stock to their name. Chrome, 94% disadvantage, make it 108 triple-digit disadvantage, and Chet has gotten these kill confirms very easily before. I suspect to see the same thing happening here.
Is now here.
Oh,
at the grab.
The break!
But a nice dash out, saving your own life.
Yeah, the mash out there goes crazy for Chet's opportunity to carry this into that final match with the arrow. Finds Chrome off stage, the kill screen, but not the kill confirmed. Chet, 1 arrow shy of making the magic happen, going all the way to that final possible game. 171 full rage Charizard, 15%, not going to be capitalized on, as that forward throw will come through for Chet, taking us all the way to literally the furthest we could have possibly gone tonight.
Yeah, the distance. I don't hear the distance used as much since I got at Overwatch, but the distance. This is going the distance. As far down as we can go. But if anyone can clutch it out, it's Chet. If anyone can steal these stocks in a heartbeat, it's Chet. So let's see if this one stock from Adelphi is able to win it out. Final stage bands coming out right now from Chet. You want to be very confident. I think you want to go somewhere where you have no recovery mix-ups. You don't have any platforms that you can go to. Let's see what they're banning. Yeah, getting rid of Town and City, which has the side platforms, Yoshi's, which has the slants. You're just getting out of there as soon as possible.
Yeah, Yoshi's has been an immediate ban from both sides every time tonight. Whoever bans first Yoshi's is one of the first 2 maps listed. So both these teams definitely hate to see that Yoshi story, and we're not going to be seeing it here tonight. We're waiting to get confirmation on who the next player going in is going to be. And I can sit here and make my little hypotheses. It could be Habibi, who we have not seen yet, and that it could be Crollo, the Pac-Man, actually, who we haven't seen since the beginning of Series 2.
I think both of those can play a war of attrition against this Dark Pit. I think Crollo is the more intelligent option, though.
I agree.
As you can see, they are incredibly proficient at taking out these tether recoveries. Anytime there's a tether, you just get obliterated. You know who doesn't care about that? It's Pac-Man.
Absolutely. We got to talk about the fact that Crollo and Chet actually have not crossed paths tonight. They have not bumped into one another a single time, and it looks like we are finally going to get that happening right here, right now. However, Chet has a single stock, Miles. They have 1 stock to their name right now.
And their main way of taking stocks early, that edge guard, you have to be so preemptive. You need to have the hardest of reads, Diamond, if you want to get Pac-Man off stage. Immediate defensive options, no damage thus far. Boom. You're able to throw out that fire hydrant, though. Get some initial damage. Chet, it's already looking unfortunate. Can you bring this back?
Oh! That was like the unluckiest thing that could have happened. That is one of those situations where that was completely uncalculated. In fact, to be a JV4 happening for Crollo and Chet, may be able to find that first stock, but Miles, you said it so well. You cannot ledge guard Pac-Man. It is near impossible unless you know the Pac-Man matchup like a book. Now going to be going for the key once again. No, actually, that's going to be the Jelly making an appearance, so going for that stun early here. Might use it through the fire hydrant. We see Pac-Man do that quite often. Chet, though, really racking up some damage. You've got to do that 3 times, which is not impossible, but like that is genuinely very hard.
You've got to turn on Neo mode right now. You've got to enter the Matrix. Because if you do not avoid every single hit from Pac-Man, you will lose here. You will lose for your team. And Catholic U, they know this. They're playing the lead. Crollo is not going to let this fade away. It's their specialty, playing this war.
Catholic U looking for the opportunity to walk away with that victory here tonight. 141%. A full rage pit and a dream here to walk away with even a single stock taken off the final matchup. Grab into up throw. Interesting that it wouldn't be back throw. And I love the utilization of that side special there from Crollo. I use it the exact same way to go for weird, uncomfortable engagements people aren't expecting. And the first stock is going to be taken out by that up smash. Chet takes 1. Can they find 2 more without being hit? Basically, even a single time, Miles.
Untouchable. That's what you're going for right here. And based off how Crollo is playing, it's unlikely, but I've seen miracles happen before Sepulence as this fire hydrant tossed up, and that's Chet's go button. They're able to get the instant upgrade, but no! Slammed out of there with that Blinky.
Oh, Blinky. That's so funny. The first time we saw Blinky, we talked about how crucial of a kill confirm that can be for a Pac-Man, and Crollo gives us the star-studded example of how that can, as you said it, Miles, go the distance for a Pac-Man when they need it most. One of the most consistent kill confirms that character can bring to the table.
Catholic University taking home 2-1 tonight. Impeccable performance. They shook a little bit up against the monster that was Chet, but they found the counter. They found Crollo, knowing that you can't edge guard them whatsoever. Bringing it in clutch right there. And now you have your victory. Catholic University once again bringing it home.
Yeah, Catholic University is going to bring it home tonight. And before I close this out, I want to tip my hat to Adelphi. Not only do they have an incredibly impressive roster, but a deep one as well. Like I mentioned, we saw 4 different players tonight, and I don't think a single one of them fell short for even a moment. So truly a great job. But folks, because we started so late, we're going to have to call it here before the interview is able to happen. So unfortunately, no interview this week, but we'll try to have another one for you guys coming up next week. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. We love each and every one of you. A huge shout out to PogChimp, to Gun in the backline for giving us the opportunity, being our producer and making all the magic happen that you guys saw here tonight. Thank you to both the teams for coming. Thank you all again for watching. Check your posture, drink some water. Don't forget to love each other. We'll see you next week. Until then, enjoy your night.